Dacia Forrester, the burn victim from the Witton gas station, had succumbed to her injury. My condolences to the family. What this means, though, is that the charges are now amplified as it relates to Collate. So, Collate will be going back in custody, and the judge will determine whether or not they're going to increase the bond or they're going to hold her and no bond. Now, this is a no-win situation for both sides, you know.
Collate Swaby arrested again after gas station incident. Dacia Forrester case now updated. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense News family. If this is your first time here, this is a channel where we talk about real stories, real events, and real issues that affect our communities. We focus on bringing you updates, news, and discussions that matter, while also encouraging people to think deeply about what's happening around them. Before we begin today's video, please take a moment to support the channel. Go ahead and subscribe, like this video, share it with others, and leave your thoughts in the comment section. Your support helps this channel grow and allows us to keep bringing you important stories like this one. Today's story is emotional, serious, and deeply troubling. It has captured the attention of many people across Jamaica and beyond. We will be talking about the latest developments in the tragic case involving Dacia Forrester and Collate Swaby, who has now reportedly been arrested again and charged following the gas station incident connected to Dacia's death. This case has raised many questions, many emotions, and many concerns about justice, safety, and accountability. So let us take a step back, look at the events carefully, and talk about what this new arrest could mean. So stories like this are never easy to talk about. Whenever a life is lost, especially under painful and violent circumstances, it leaves a deep wound in the hearts of family members, friends, and the wider community. From the very beginning, the situation involving Dacia Forrester shocked many people. People across social media began asking questions: what really happened? Why did it happen? And could it have been prevented? This story quickly spreads because the details were disturbing and heartbreaking. A young woman full of life suddenly became the center of a tragic and frightening situation. For her family, this is not just a news story. This is someone they love, someone they knew, someone whose absence will forever leave a painful space in their lives. According to reports that circulated earlier, the situation between Dacia Forrester and Collate Swaby escalated in a very serious way. Witnesses and early reports suggest that there was a gas station incident which later became a key part of the investigation. Gas stations are a place where people normally stop for simple everyday things: fuel for their cars, a quick snack, a short break during a long drive. No one expects such a place to become the center of a tragedy. But on that day, something went terribly wrong. What should have been a normal moment turned into a frightening situation that would soon spread across the country throughout news reports and social media discussions. As news about the incident began to spread, people reacted strongly. Many were shocked, many were angry, and many were deeply saddened. Social media platforms became filled with comments, questions, and emotional reactions. Some people demanded justice, others asked for patience while investigators worked to understand the full story. When cases like this happen, emotions naturally run high. People care about fairness, people care about safety, and also people care about the truth. The public wants answers, simply said. They wanted to know what really happened to Dacia Forrester. So in situations like this, the legal process can sometimes feel slow. Investigators must collect evidence, authorities must interview witnesses, lawyers must prepare their cases. Every detail matters. Sometimes new information appears later that changes the direction of the investigation, and that brings us to the latest development that has brought this case back into the spotlight once again. So, Collate Swaby arrested again. Reports now indicate that Collate Swaby has been arrested again and charged in connection with the death of Dacia Forrester following the gas station incident. The development has caused many people to once again turn their attention to the case. Whenever a new arrest happens in a situation like this, it often means investigators believe they now have additional evidence or new findings that justify further legal action. However, it is important to remember something very important. An arrest and a charge are part of the legal process. The court will ultimately determine guilt or innocence after hearing all the evidence. Still, this new arrest signals that the case is far from over. In fact, it may be entering a new and critical stage. When someone is arrested again in a case like this, several possibilities may exist. Investigators may have discovered new witnesses' statements, additional evidence, forensic findings, new information related to the gas station incident. Each of these pieces of information could have authorities better understand what truly happened. Investigations often take time because authorities must ensure that evidence is strong enough to stand in court. The goal is not just to make an arrest. The goal is to build a case that can lead to justice throughout the legal system. While the legal system continues its work, one group of people continues to carry the deepest pain. That is the family of Dacia Forrester. For them, every update in the case likely brings back painful memories. Every news headlines may remind them of the day their lives changed forever. Losing someone in such a tragic way is something no family ever fully recovers from. Justice may bring some answers, but it can never replace the person who was lost. Stories like this matter because they remind us how fragile life can be. Also, they also remind us why justice, responsibilities, and respect for human life are also important in society. Every community wants to feel safe. Every family wants to know their loved ones are protected. When tragedies occur, they force society to reflect and ask important questions about behavior, relationships, and conflict. Moments like these also remind us how important it is for communities to support each other when difficult events happen. Communities often come together in support of those who are hurting. People share messages of sympathy, they offer prayers, they express hope that justice will be served. This kind of unity can help families feel less alone during painful times. At this point in the video, I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts about the latest developments? Do you believe this new arrest could bring the case closer to justice? Or do you feel there are still many unanswered questions? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Your voice matters. Remember that my people and respectful discussions help us understand different perspectives. Also, if you appreciate content like this where we talk about important real life issues and news updates, please remember to support the Common Sense News family. Take a moment to subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it with others, and comment your thoughts. Your support helps this community grow and help us continue discussing important stories. As this case continues to unfold, many people will be watching closely. The legal system will now take its course, evidence will be examined, arguments will be presented, and eventually discussions will be made in court. And many people will continue hoping for clarity, accountability, and justice. The story of Dacia Forrester people is a reminder that every life has values and every tragedy leaves a ripple effect that touches families, communities, and even entire nations. So once more again, common sense, before we get no further in detail in this exclusive, which I'm quite sure you guys are going to want to stay tuned for. But just I got to emphasize that if you guys are new to the channel, let me just take a moment to welcome you personally. This platform is a place where we come together to talk about important stories, real life situations, and major developments happening in our communities and around the country. Here at Common Sense News family, we aim to keep you informed while also creating a space where people can share their thoughts and perspective respectfully. This is more than just a news channel. It is a growing family of viewers who cares about staying updated and discussing the issues that matter. Before we go any further, please remember to support the platform by liking this video, subscribing to the platform, sharing the video with others, and leaving your thoughts in the comment section. Your support helps us and help this community grow and help us continue bringing you the latest updates and discussions. Now, let us talk about the latest developments in a case that has been capturing attention and raising many emotions across the country. The situation involving Dacia and Collate Swaby, and that is Dacia Forrester, the burn victim in the gas station incident that took place in Westmoreland, Westmoreland. So, over the past months, as me say, people, we have cases like this, but this case has been one that many people have been following closely. Whenever a situation like this happens, it naturally creates strong reactions from the public. People want to understand understand what really took place. They want to know whether justice will be served, and most importantly, they want answers. The recent update reporting that Collate Swaby has been arrested again and charged in connection with the death of Dacia Forrester after the whole gas station incident has brought the case back into the public discussion once again. When people hear about a new arrest, it immediately raises question: what new information was found? Did investigators discover new evidence? Does this mean the case is moving closer to a final resolution? These are the kinds of questions many people are now asking. So from my perspective, cases like this reminds us how serious and fragile human life truly is. When a life really and truly is lost, especially under circumstances that appeared very tragic, the impact goes far beyond what we see in the news headlines. Behind every story is a family that is hurting. Behind every case is a group of friends who are grieving. Behind every update are people who are still trying to process what happened. This is why it is important for discussions around cases like this to be thoughtful and respectful. At the same time, it is important for the legal system to do work properly. Investigations must be thorough, evidence must be carefully reviewed, and the courts must ultimately decide the outcome based on the facts presented. One thing that many people sometimes forget is that the justice system works step by step. An arrest does not immediately mean the entire story is finished. It simply means authorities believe they have enough reasons to bring a person before the court while the legal process continues. From there, the court will examine the evidence, witnesses may speak, lawyers will present their arguments, and eventually the legal system will decide what happens next. This process can sometimes take time, we all know that, but it is designed to ensure fairness and accuracy. Justice is not just about speed, it's about getting the truth. Another important part of this whole story is how the community reacts. When tragic situations occur, people naturally feel emotions such as anger, sadness, confusion, and even fear. These emotions are normally because people care about safety and justice. Communities want to believe that the truth will come out and that accountability will follow. At the same time, discussions in the community should always remain respectful and responsible. Spreading misinformation or making assumptions without facts can sometimes make situations worse. This is why platforms like Common Sense News Family try to encourage thoughtful conversations rather than just quick reactions. When I think about this case, what stands out the most is the human side of the story. A young woman lost her life, a family is grieving, and a situation that should never have happened has now become part of the public's conversation. Moments like these should remind us how important it is to value life and treat others with respect. Sometimes conflicts escalate in ways that no one expects. Sometimes decisions made in a moment can change lives forever. That is why society constantly talks about responsibility, self-control, and accountability. With the recent arrest, the case may now move further into the court system. Legal proceedings will likely determine the next steps. More information may become public as the case progresses, and the country will continue to watch closely as the situation unfolds. Many people are hoping that the legal process will bring clarity and justice. Regardless of the outcome, this case has already left a lasting impact on many people who have followed the story. Now, I want to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts about this latest development? Do you think the new arrest could lead to more answers in this case? How do you feel about the whole situation like this are handled with justice within the justice system? Or do you feel? You see me? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below, my people. Your opinion really matters, and respectful discussions help us understand different viewpoints. If you appreciate contents like this where we break down important stories and talk about real issues affecting our communities, please take a moment to support the channel. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends and the family. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and remember to tell others that Common Sense News is the place to be for the latest news and discussions. Your support helps the channel continue to grow and help us keep bringing you updates that matter. So right now, I just want to thank you so much, my people. Yeah, man, for watching and spending your time here with Common Sense News family. Also, what we really and truly want to take the time out for people, your support and your engagement and your voices are what makes this platform very special. So remember now to stay safe, stay informed, continue looking out for each other, people, and remember, Common Sense is the place to be for the latest updates and real conversations, my people. So until them time there, take care, and I will see you surely in the next upload.